Hi, I'm Molly. Welcome to today's Pilates intervals. Before we get started, you might need to go and grab yourself a few items because we're going to be experimenting with some weights and some Pilates balls. Now, if you don't have any weights at home, you can use some tins of beans, anything you've got in the cupboard. And if you don't have a Pilates ball, you can also use a cushion. With the weights, 1 to 3 kilograms is more than enough because we're going to be repeating the exercises for 45 seconds with a 20-second rest. So let's begin with our roll down. So if we come to the back edge of our mat, find our nice setup. We're going to bring our feet so that they're hip width apart, tuck the tailbone under, stacking the shoulders, the ribs and the hips in a lovely long line. So we're looking for that neutral spine. And when we're ready, arms down, off we go. We're going to inhale, drop the chin to the chest. Exhale, roll it down. As we do, think about keeping the weight forwards into the toes. As we're warming up, you can add a nice soft bend into the knees. Tucking the chin to the chest, and then with control, we slowly roll it up. So our aim's not to get as many repetitions done, it's about the quality of the movement. Beginning to feel that spine open, maybe shaking out the head, shaking out the shoulders as we reach the bottom. And you have an option to even soften the gaze or close the eyes, just to really understand how the body feels as we begin to move nice and controlled, nice and slowly. Taking that last one up. And we're just going to have a few moments to rest. So while we rest, I'll then explain what we're doing. So we're going to take another roll down, but this time we're going to walk it out into a plank, controlling through the waist, a lovely long line. Walk it back in, softening the knees if we need to. Roll it up. So when you're ready, let's take our second exercise. So just like the first, we relax into that roll down, gazing forwards before we walk out, and think about that length in the spine, engaging the glutes, the thighs, as we hold that plank. And then seeing if we can keep the hips as stable as possible as we slowly roll up. So again, you can add that bend into the knees as much or as little as you need to, listening to what your body is wanting to do. Lovely, last 10 seconds. Let's see if we can get one more. Lovely, the next exercise we're going to come into, we're going to take a forward lunge and we're going to reach our arms overhead. So option is to bring in your weight. As we step forward, it's not a long lunge, we're looking for a 90-degree angle. Nice neutral spine. Step it back, alternating sides. When we're ready, find that nice neutral spine and let's go. Inhale as we come down, exhale through that hardest part of the movement as we exert our force back to that nice neutral standing position. Again, think about that control rather than trying to get lots of repetitions in. As we step down, think about the ribs not opening but stacking over the line of the hips. Taking that last one. And then we'll release. Continuing with our lunges, we're going to take a reverse lunge. So stepping to the center of the mat. And we're going to bring our arms into a nice cactus position. We're going to take a reverse lunge, rotate to the front leg, twist back, and then step back to center. So when you're ready, let's bring our arms up into that lovely long cactus position. Off we go. So our breath for this movement, we inhale to step back, exhale to rotate, inhale to center, exhale, we step it back up. Keeping those elbows nice and elevated. As always, it's an option to add in these weights. We can always drop them if they get too much or add them if we want more of a challenge. Finishing that last one off. And then again, we're going to take one final variation of our lunges. We're going to take a reverse lunge into our high knee. With or without the weights, we step back As we come into our high knee, we flex the foot with control and take a little bicep curl. So inhale, step back. Exhale, we'll lift, and we'll alternate each side. Off we go. Thinking about that alignment as we come into that lunge and as we lift. So inhale back, exhale, lift, drop it down, change sides. Think about lengthening that spine. And if we're still maintaining that nice, tall, neutral position, lovely. We're going to come into our upper body now, so maybe swapping to a lighter weight or taking it without. We're going to take a VW, so our feet are going to be hip width apart, nice neutral spine. Hands come up to our shoulders. Inhale into a nice high V. Exhale, pull it down into a nice W shape. Let's go. Inhale. Exhale, as we draw it down, think about keeping the ribs again drawn in. As we lift, think about squeezing the scapula together as we draw it down. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, we squeeze. And again, checking that we're in that nice neutral position, the hips haven't begun to open, finding that control with the movement. About 5 more seconds. Maybe for the last 5, we'll speed it up. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. We're going to take one final movement now with our weight standing. We're going to take some cactus openers. So we're going to bring our arms together almost into an L shape. We're going to inhale as we do, open out to our cactus. Exhale, squeeze it in. And we're going to play around with our timing. So when we're ready, let's find that nice L shape. Inhale for 1. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale out. Exhale, we squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Keeping those elbows lifted in line with the shoulders so they're not relaxing down. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, open. We close. 2, 3. 20 more seconds. The more that we use that exhale, the more we're going to stimulate or stabilize the muscles in our core to help maintain a lovely long posture, to activate our core muscles, to keep ourselves supported as we work into those arms and shoulders. Last one. Lovely. Letting go of the weights. Now we're going to come down onto the mat, working on our C-shaped spine and a roll down variation, hooking under the thighs. We inhale to a C shape. Exhale, we lift. Reach the arms forward. Keep a nice long back. Inhale halfway. Exhale, let's go. So we round for the first one. Exhale, back up to that nice tall seated posture. Release the arms. Keep that lovely long spine. Strong exhale to lift. Inhale, we round. Exhale, we lift. Flat back. Inhale, lower. Keep the chin extended. Strong exhale. So we're using the core over momentum. And we only go back to where we can maintain that neutral position. So again, rib cage stacked over the line of the hips. Last one. Lovely. Just give yourself a moment to rest. And we're going to come and pause in our half roll down and change the direction of our arm. So we inhale, come down. Exhale, we're going to lift the right arm, change to the left 2 times, and then we're going to take it out to the side, seeing if we can maintain that nice long spine. Exhale to release. When we're ready, inhale. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift the right arm. Can we maintain that nice neutral spine? If we start to round, maybe just come up a little bit higher. 2 more lifting. And think about drawing the shoulders down away from the ears. If we can hold, we're going to open out to the side. So a very gentle twist into the obliques. Keep the shoulders drawn down away from the ears. Exhale, lift. Let's see if we can take one more. 4 changes overhead, 4 changes out to the sides. We're going to go in a little bit into our rest time, but let's see if we can finish it off. Lovely, and rest. We're going to take a full roll down this time. So we're going to extend our legs, flex our feet, take a nice long inhale, begin to roll down. Exhale as we round. Inhale, we find a nice neutral spine. Tuck the chin to the chest. Exhale, come back up to seated. Let's begin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, realign that neutral spine, that pelvis. Tuck the chin. Strong exhale to lift ourselves back up. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, we lower down. Nice flat back until we come to the bottom. We tuck the chin to protect the spine. And just checking that the feet are still flexed, so we maintain that engagement through the legs. Taking that last one. Lovely, and then resting. So we're going to come into our knee rolls now. So we're going to lay onto our backs, bring our knees in line with our hips, ankles in line with our knees. A nice way to check is to extend the arms. Heels of the hands should be roughly around an inch away. Opening the arms out to the side, off we go. We're going to inhale, lower the knees down to the right, just so we can maintain that neutral position. Strong exhale to lift. Inhale, roll it down to the side. Exhale to lift. And an option is to place a cushion between the thighs or your Pilates ball to maintain that distance, to activate the inner thighs, but also to have lots of control and stability through the pelvis. If it's uncomfortable in the neck, we can always place a cushion underneath the head here as well. And then rest. We're going to come into a modified scissors. So we're going to keep the right knee bent into the chest, extend the left leg away, take an inhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Exhale, come to our starting position. We're going to inhale to pass the legs, exhale to squeeze. And we're going to start off with a count of 2. So when we're ready, find that position. We inhale 1, 2, exhale 1, 2, inhale 1, 2, exhale 1, and getting that gentle rotation through the spine. Exhale, in 1, 2, and out. 2. In 3 seconds, we're going to change to a single breath. We're going to inhale, exhale, nice strong breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. 1, 1, 1, 1. We've got 15 more seconds. Keep the head, neck and shoulders lifted, elevated, C-shaped spine. Breathing in and out. 2. Last one. And rest it down. So we're going to grab our Pilates ball or cushion, coming into a leg raise and abduction. So we're going to start with the legs extended. If it's too much for the lower back, we can start with the legs bent. We inhale, prepare. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, we open, catch the pillow or ball. Exhale, squeeze it in. So full variation. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, abduct. It's going to test your brain as well. So we inhale, lower it down. Just to where you can maintain this nice neutral position. If it starts to feel too much in the lower back, maybe just come down halfway with the leg lifts. Again, utilizing that breath, the more you use that exhale, the more stabilizers are going to be stimulated in the core. Lovely, and rest it down there. We're going to take our final exercises. Glute bridge with the ball in between the thighs or the cushion. Bring the feet hip width apart so you've got a bit of resistance. We inhale, tuck the tailbone under. Exhale, we lift at the top. Inhale, pause, check our line. Roll it down as we exhale. Let's continue. Inhale. Exhale, as we push up, can we press the thighs into the cushion or ball? Inhale to hold. Exhale, and think about the spine moving down like a wave. Pressing the big toes, the heels, as we reach the top. And again, thinking about that control of the movement rather than trying to get a lot of repetitions in here. As we come into these last 10 seconds, we're going to keep the hips elevated and we're just going to take some hip dips. So we're going to lower down, exhale, squeeze, lower, just to about an inch away from the floor for 3, 2, 1. Lovely, rest it down. We'll hug those knees into the chest. Maybe give yourself a nice little massage on the lower back by swaying side to side, or even rolling around in circles, allowing the breath to return back down to a more natural rhythm, to let go of any control that we might have had. We'll extend the left leg away, keep that right knee drawn into the chest. Open the right arm out to the side, bring the left hand to the outside of the thigh and just gently come into a soft twist just to where we can keep both shoulders on the floor. Gently bring the knee back in and then we'll change sides. So left knee in, left arm extended, right hand to the outside of the left thigh as we gently draw it across without any force here, just settling into the posture. Gently release. Either roll onto one side to carefully bring yourself up to seated, or you can tuck the chin to the chest, roll back and forwards, carefully bring yourself up. And we'll take one final stretch together, bringing the right knee or the right shin in line with the mat, or the leg out to the side like a staggered position. We're going to inhale, reach towards the back leg. And then as we exhale, we're going to reach towards the front leg and see if we can lift those hips away from the floor. Lovely, we're just going to take that 3 more times, reaching over, nice mermaid style stretch. Opening the hips and maybe instead of reaching the arm over, think about reaching it behind the body. So we get a nice long stretch through the hip flexors, nice openness through the chest as well. Lovely, gently release. We'll change sides, being mindful of how the legs are feeling as you change. And if it feels too much to lift, as we come towards the front leg, we can just drop down onto the forearm and take an extended reach. So just taking 3 more, whichever variation suits your body today. And then we're going to gently come over onto our knees, come up through our final roll up of the day. Tuck those toes under, walk the hands into the body, relax the head, neck and shoulders. Begin to lift the hips up, come into your deepest fold yet, whether you need to bend the knees or not, that's okay. Maybe shake out the head to release any tension that we're still holding on to. Maybe even gently swaying the upper body side to side. And when you're ready, we'll slowly restack the spine, 1 vertebra at a time. Control to the very last moment, rolling the shoulders, stacking the neck and the head. We'll take a nice long inhale, reach up. And then exhale, release. Let's take 1 more breath. Inhale and release. Thank you all so much for joining me for Pilates intervals today. If you could let me know in the comments which exercises you found really challenging and which ones you really enjoyed, that would be great. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.